First at 5, CPS Energy trying to make a case for double-digit rate increases.
The president and CEO Paula Gold-Williams says the utility is not formally recommending an increase at this point, but it's in what it considers a pre-rate increase consideration period.
Garrett Berger tells us more about why CPS Energy says they need it and when the hike could happen.
We are not declaring a rate increase today.
Despite CEO Paula Gold-Williams' clarification, it's clear that CPS Energy is almost certainly heading for its first rate increase in about 8 years. Right now, it's focusing on laying out the justification for what it currently expects to be a 10% hike. The $1 billion in gas and energy bills the utility faces from the February freeze are unsurprisingly part of the reasoning.
We're still fighting everything we can to get that money down.
The utility CFO, though, says the lion's share of the rate increase would be for core operations, with planned investments in reliability and resiliency, among others. The freeze costs are only part of it, even assuming they can't knock any of that bill down.
If we're allowed to spread it out over time, I think the impact is anywhere, from I think we showed 1.5% to 3% of the total bill impact back in our May presentation, and that's probably still an appropriate range of what that full 10% would make up.
Talk of a rate increase comes as the utility has resumed disconnections after having suspended them since March 2020. The utility started this month with large commercial accounts, but some residential shutoffs will resume in October. The resumption of disconnects drew protesters outside CPS headquarters today.
72,000 people are facing disconnections. That's just households. We definitely come from a stance where we believe that the right to electricity and water is human right.
Gold-Williams says a rate increase probably would not appear on your bill until early spring, but the CPS board and the San Antonio City Council would have to approve it first.
Against the backdrop of all these financial considerations, CPS trustees are also scheduled to discuss today whether or not it's still the best idea to give away 3.5 acres of prime downtown real estate. The San Antonio Museum of Art is next to a surplus CPS property. The utility had agreed back in 2015 to give it a portion of that property, but they didn't end up following through on the deal, missing a 2019 deadline. Now, with a rate increase on the horizon and all those people facing disconnections, they're going to have to discuss if that's still the best path forward. Live downtown, I'm Garrett Berger, KSAT 12 News.